The Cleveland Browns might have just gotten some fantastic news because Deion Sanders has a very strong interest in the Raiders head coaching gig. Now, what does that have to do with the Browns? Well, I'll tell you what has to do with the Browns. There is a 100% chance that if Deion gets the Raiders head coaching job, which the Patriots just hired Mike Vrabel this morning, and that was someone the Raiders were looking at, so cross Vrabel off the Raiders wish list. If they opt to go with the Deion Sanders route, there is a 100% chance that Deion is going to trade up for his son, Shedeur Sanders. And if that's the case, the first team he's probably going to call is the Cleveland Browns. The early buzz is the Titans like Cam Ward. Now, they fired their GM. The next GM may like Shedeur over Cam Ward, but the general consensus is most people have Ward going ahead of Shedeur. So then the Raiders, looking at the Browns' number 2 pick, would be the most likely destination, the most likely option for a trade up. And in my opinion, this is an absolute home run for Cleveland. If you can get Deion Sanders trying to trade up for Shedeur, you have all the leverage because you know Deion is going to do whatever it takes to make sure he is able to draft his son. And that might sound a bit dysfunctional, but remember, we are talking about the Las Vegas Raiders. No franchise has gone through more head coaches, I think, after the Browns or the Raiders. I don't have exact count, but those two teams in the last 10, 15 seasons. Now, what could a trade up look like? I mean, we have some blueprint to go off of. The Trey Lance trade, when the 49ers gave up 3 first-round draft picks for the third overall draft pick. Now, that was going from 12 to 3. This is going from 6 to 2. So it's not going to be as steep as this cost right here. Maybe something like this, where the Eagles, remember back in 2016, jumped up with the Browns. Now, that was to go all the way up and get the second pick overall, like this year, from the 8th spot. So again, this is not as big of a jump going from 6 to 2 versus 8 to 2 or 12 to 3, but it just gives you a rough idea as to what the Browns could get in compensation for moving back from 2 to 6.